Since we've done all the steps and we were very successful in each and every single step with the implementation of the login view, login logic, now it's a time directly to receive a request and response from the server. Okay, we're going back to our Xcode, and what we're going to do is we will send the same request as we did for the registration, but we'll send it for the login view controller. If you remember, if we go back to our browser, the URL, which in my case is localhost/fb, means we're accessing the folder fb, then we're accessing login.php file, then we put question marks, we're sending under the key value, which is bob@mail.com, and we're sending under the key password the value 123. So I click it, so this is logged in successfully. So we need to execute the same, we need to implement the same action, sending the HTTP request, then receiving this JSON. Okay, let's go and do this. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to send an HTTP request, or means we need to declare the URL which we want to access. Okay, so the URL in this case is not register PHP, it is login PHP. So I would like now to go with a little bit different way. Here I'd like to create a separate function. So just to use a different methods of programming so you can guys learn everything. Here I'll write function login request, then open and close round brackets, and this function will be in charge of sending request to the server for proceeding login. Okay, excellent. So first of all, we need to declare the URL which we want to send a request to. Let URL, we're creating the constant with the name URL, which will be equals to URL, open the round brackets, and we want to open the round brackets. We want to declare URL by writing just a simple string. Here we go, string. Okay, string, and here we'll put quotation marks, and here inside we'll write http://localhost/fb/login.php. So this is the address which we have in our browser, which is localhost/fb/login.php. This is what we're writing here, but it is must to place your HTTP because we are sending a URL request. Okay. Excellent. So the next step, as you see here, we've got the body which follows the question mark. So we need to declare the body. Let body equals to the, in quotation marks, first of all, we need to send the email, that one. Email will be equals to left slash, and in the round brackets, write email text field dot text exclamation mark, and password equals left slash round brackets password text field dot text exclamation mark. So here what we're doing is we're sending the value which will be anything in the email text field. We're sending this as an email. Whatever will be in the password text field as text, whatever text we type here in the password text field, we're sending it as under the password key. So this email, that one, and this password, it must be equals PHP code. I will just now show you how this works. So I'll go to login PHP. So here we are catching as email and password, values thrown under the key email and password. So we send from Swift the email under the key email, the value which is typed in email text field. And here in PHP we're catching the value which is under email text field, under email key. So, and we're doing the same. We're sending the text which is in the password text field under the key password. And in PHP, we're catching the value which is under the key password. And why does it go to login PHP? Because this is the request we're executing here. Now we need to assign this button to the URL. So here we are, we will, in order to assign it, we need to declare one variable, which will be request. Variable request will be URL request, and open the round brackets here, type URL, the one which we've declared above. Okay, so then to this request we will concatenate the body. Body HTTP body will be equals body, and we want to cast it for multi-language data using UTF-8. Excellent. And we want to use a method post for the security reason. HTTP method will be equals post in the quotation marks. Excellent. So here what we're doing here, we are declaring URL to be sent request to. Then we are declaring the body to be appended to URL. This all will happen, all this managed via request. Then we're declaring request to be sent to the server or to be executed, we would say. Okay, excellent. So this is the step number 1. We're just preparing everything, means the URL, body, request, methods, etc. Okay, so now is the time for us to send execute created above request. Here the step 2 will be execute created above request. Okay, for that purpose we need to run the session URL session dot shed dot data task with a URL and with the request and completion. Here we go. The request will be request completion data. Then we want to get response and we want to get error. Excellent. Here don't forget to put dot resume. Okay, excellent. And here what we will be doing is we wanna first of all to access helper, let helper equals to helper. Here we're accessing helper class to access its functions. Okay, first we're checking for the error. If error is not equal nil, means if error does exist, then we want to show alert helper dot show alert. Title will be server error, and a message will be the description of the error. Error dot localized description. Here put exclamation mark to be presented in self current view controller, and we want to return it. This is what we want to do. This will happen if error occurs. Excellent. And the step number 3 will be fetch JSON or receive JSON message. This is what we want to do. So for that purpose, we must be using do, and here catch. Okay, do means it will try to get the JSON. If it will fail to catch it, then it will show the message here. Okay, so here I again will execute the alert helper.showAlert JSON error, and the message will be error.localized description to be shown in self, which means current view controller. Excellent. So here what we will do is we will now declare a variable which will store the JSON itself. Let JSON equals to try, means try to do it. This just syntax of updated Swift. JSON serialization. open the round brackets. Oops, here we must put dot JSON object with data and options. This is the one. Data is the data which this is the one. And the options here we will use allow fragments. We want to cast it as description. Excellent. So data here, well, this is the data which we want to use, means the data which we receive from the server, we want to cast it as a JSON. But rather than force down casting this, if we'll put here data, it will ask us to put exclamation mark, which I don't want to put exclamation mark. Maybe we'll receive just empty data. So then our app will crash because it will try to execute this, because here it is exclamation marks, means the app will crash because we will tell the app we don't care what you're trying to do, just execute this line, and the app will fail to execute it in case if the data will be here 0 or empty. And why it will fail? Because here we're forcing it to execute it even if it can't do so. Okay, here we're using the save method. Guard data will be equals guard let data will be equals to data. If it cannot be equal data, then it will return. Here we'll show again the message show alert data error. Here the error will be error exclamation mark dot localized description to be shown in current view controller. Okay, this is safe mode of casting any data. Okay, and here we'll just remove the exclamation mark and we'll just cast it this. So here what we are doing is we are fetching all JSON information received from the server. Okay, excellent. Let's now try here to print JSON to see what we're getting from the server. Excellent. Here is this one is error while fetching JSON. This what is that? Okay, very good. So now the login request is, we have declared this function. Now what we will do is we will call this function when here in login button clicked as the last one. So first it will create the helper because it's showing back the alerts. Then secondly it will check the first verification email. Secondly, it will check the first verification, then it will check the second verification, which is the password. In case if some of these fail to be valid, then it will not execute the function further, it will just return. In case everything is validated, here we will run our login request function. Run login request function. This is what we will do. Okay, we will now build and run. Excellent. Here, so I'll type here bob@mail.com x and the password 123456. So it tells us user is not found with this. User is not found. Excellent. So we're now receiving the information directly from the server. So this is the one, user is not found in our PHP. Excellent. And as you remember, guys, for my case, the password is I register the user through browser. So in my case was password 123. As per our user interface and user experience, the minimum password characters must be 6. So let me try to register someone with the 6 characters. Here I'll remove Bob. I will first try to register Bob via browser. That's the one. just trying to register just anyone here. Well, I'm registering now a new user using the link in the browser. I click enter. Oops. Here we go. So I successfully registered a new user. So I'll check in PHPMyAdmin panel. Here we go. The guy was registered. So here I'll just execute it. With 5 password do not match and 6 logged in successfully. Excellent. So this is the result which I want to achieve. Okay, so I'll come back now to Xcode. I'll click login. User is not found. I'll write here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. It will tell me password do not match, means the user is found but password do not match. But I'll just type now 1 2 3 4 5 6. Excellent. So I was able successfully to log in with the registered data. Excellent. So it's sending me back the response from the server. That is outstanding achievement. So, and what I will do is I'll try now to register a new user, which will be Michael at mail.com. He's Michael Jones. Password 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then his birthday is 88 and he's a female. Excellent. So we successfully registered Michael here. Okay, so it's showing us a print of our data body. So I'll just remove this. Okay, excellent. So I'll come back. I already have an account, and I will now just try to log in as being a Michael. Okay, we're right here, Michael at mail.com. Password, I just first typed the wrong 5 characters, so it will tell me invalid password. Then I will type like invalid password. It tells password do not match, but Michael is found on the server, which we just now got registered. Here we go, this is the Michael. Excellent. So I'll try now to type a valid password 1 2 3 4 5 6. Log in and logged in successfully. Excellent. So we have built now the skeleton of our app, the one of the most important part, which is by the way one of the most difficult ones. So we've successfully built this, and we're now successfully able successful to send a registered user and registration process to the server, and we are able to receive all the information from the server. So that's really outstanding. That is really awesome, guys. So that's really, really something awesome. And one more thing here, I think here must be showing the user, must be showing the ID of the user. I'll come back to PHP. Here, when we log in, we must return back to the user. If you remember in register PHP, we were returning back to the user the ID of the user. So this is what we need to do exactly. So I'm coming back to login view controller. Here we must return the ID. Return square brackets quotation marks ID equals to user square brackets quotation marks ID. Okay, excellent. I'll save it, and I will try just to click login. And now it returns the ID, which is in my case is 19. Super, guys. Outstanding result and excellent performance, guys. Congratulations. We have done it, and we could do it, and we've achieved